Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This one, we're going to be doing something a little different this one. I'm going to be joined by John, as I so frequently am in these videos. This one, as you can see by the title, we are going to be building a monster spawner, an XP farm, sorry. We're going to build one, and then we're going to show you the one that we actually use in this world. And then we're going to show you a couple of different designs. And obviously I'm being joined by John to hopefully speed this process up. So John is going to unfortunately do the labour work for me while I pretty much explain. Then I will help him. Now this one, we have built this one 20 blocks in the air. That is because that is the rough height a monster can fall from, not die, but take damage. Which means when it lands, you can pretty much kill it, no problem. Now the material, this is being built out of blue wool. John is purely doing that just so you got an idea of where the water's going to go. The water has to go 8 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the length that the water will flow when you put some water in. I will, once John's done that, I will show you what I mean. You need to, so you'll need a hole of 4 here. And then once you've done this, make sure you put the walls up and then you put your buckets of water in. That's going to stop just there. That's 8 blocks. No more than that. You do this on all 4 sides. Now obviously this doesn't have to be built this high in the air. You know, we will show you a couple of other little designs that you can do. We will, when John's done that one. Obviously now this isn't even the size either. There's many different ways of building monster spawners. You can build them in different sizes. There's a lot of different ways you can build it. But we'll show you this one and then we will go from there. So you put the water in and then you join all of these up. So you're basically going to make one big square with a cross in the middle. Again, materials, entirely your choice. Obviously, I guess you could say, like, black wool, for instance, would probably be better because it makes it darker. But, to be honest, I don't actually know if that is the case. That there's no saying that is the case of how you do it. But I would probably say, the one I've done, which, again, I will show you. Oh, my God, I'm putting all the blocks in the wrong places. The one I built is entirely out of black wool. Hopefully, John's doing a better job than me because I'm absolutely making a mess of this. Yeah, the one I built is entirely out of black wool, and it's raining. Fantastic time for that. This one, what we're going to do with this one, we're going to, although we will complete it, we're not going to stick a proper roof on it. We're going to stick a glass roof on it, just so you guys can see actually what it will look like. Now for the walls, 1, 2, 3, 4. We go up 4 because, although I don't think Enderman will spawn in here, but 4 should obviously be a good height. Bear in mind the 4th is also the ceiling as well, so it is a 3 block height, and then the 4th being the ceiling. We has John done that bit? That's it. Like I said, we'll put a glass roof on it, and then we should do that. The bit in the middle, again, that's 4 because if you had anything smaller than that, if you had it only the 1 square, although smaller mobs will spawn in there, obviously these spiders won't, which obviously we want to catch as much as possible. So we make that 4 blocks. We just basically put all this down, and then I'll tell you what, I'll leave John to do that. I'll start putting the glass roof on. All right, John's already doing that. John, we'll do a swap. I'll carry on the glass roof a minute, mate. You carry on with the walls. We will say don't. Obviously, I'll stress that. Do not put a glass roof on it when you're actually doing it. This is purely just so you guys can actually see what it will look like when it's all done. I'll say I will show you what it looks like. So obviously if you put a glass roof on it, you're not going to get many monsters spawning in it. So probably best that you don't do that. Or you could do it if you really wanted, but you're probably not going to get very far of it. That's that done. We will fill this all in. Unfortunately, this is pretty much the boring part of it. Obviously the rewards are great because obviously you get the you get all the XP from it. But this is unfortunately the boring bit. Obviously, as we're doing this in creative mode, obviously this is slightly a bit harder to do if you're playing in survival, which you probably will be doing if you are building one. I forgot what I was going to say then. I'll leave John to do that in a minute. What I'll do is, so once you've done that, obviously the monsters will spawn on these platforms where I'm standing here. This is where the monsters will spawn. The idea is that they'll start here, they'll fall into the water, and as you can see, the current will drag them, and they will fall straight down. Like I said, the height is just enough so that they all I can't get into fly mode. The height is just enough so that they'll take a lot of damage, but like I said, they won't die, which is good because obviously it means you can just finish them off with not much hassle, and you get obviously all the XP from it. rather than them just falling down to their deaths and you not getting anything. Right, so we're going to do that. John is going to build the other bit out of glass, just so we can show you. He's going to kindly go and show us. He's got a spawn egg on him, so we'll go and drop a monster in there in a minute. I'm doing this completely wrong. I'm just getting in John's way. I'll fill that in. There we go. I forgot to get in my inventory, actually, if I can find it. Fences. Again, entirely optional what you want to use. Don't have to use fences like we're doing. This is entirely your choice. This is purely just a guide, so you guys can roughly see what we're doing. And there you go. That's it. That's basically that. I'll have a quick look up here. And that's it. That's the size of the room. Like I said, where John is standing now is where the monsters will spawn. They'll walk into the water and fall down. Remember, say the glass roof is purely just for this video. Do not build the roof out of glass. If John drops us a monster down, we will see. There we go. Comes zombie. It will fall down. Like I said, take enough damage not to die, and a simple little finish. There we go. Admittedly, my bow is kind of a super bow. Anyway, now because it's daytime, you're not going to see any monsters spawn. So what we will do is we will head over to mine and John's one that we use in the game. And I will show you exactly. We come around here, nice little hole. This is exactly the same monster spawner, but this one's built underground. Nice and dark down there. Pull this lever, that'll open the gates. Typically, there is no monsters there, but I will. Have I? No, thought left something behind. There is usually. Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. There is a monster there. A neat little thing I did with this one. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. Is if I shoot him like that now. Obviously, alright, I reached XP. What I've done is I rigged this one up with some water. So if anything I can't reach, I push this button and everything falls down. Push the button again and I can grab all the stuff. Again, that's just my design. There's no other way to do it. I'll show you what I've done. If I come up here, there's a creeper already in here. And we've got a zombie in here. As you can see, exactly the same monster spawner, but mine is made entirely of black wool. And as you can see, I've got a zombie there. I've got a creeper there. So it definitely works. I'll come back out of it and do that again. You know, you don't have to do it my way. Do it your own ways. You know, just use my ideas. You know, that makes it easier. Anyway, so that's how that one in the sky up there works. What I'll do is now I'll show you another one. This is a cool little one that we've got. This one that's our warehouse I'm now on top of. And what we've done is we built just basically the same one, but slightly smaller. So we come in here, as you can see, nothing in here at the minute. But it's exactly the same, just on a smaller scale. Obviously, you don't get as many monsters come out of it, but that's fine. So what we'll do is we will come down into the warehouse. So once we're out digging and whatnot, obviously we'll sort all our equipment out. And then the monster spawner is here. And, oh, we've got a welcoming party there. Well, you've got 3 of them in there. We've got a skeleton, creeper, and a spider. And I've got some poor aim. Alright, looks like the skeleton's the spider's just climbed back up there. That's cool. That's a nice little way to come back. You know, just get a bit of XP. Sometimes there's some stuff in there, sometimes not. It's actually probably the most we've had in there since we've started doing these videos, actually. Anyway, we're over to this one. And this one is an underground one that you'd have underground coming up. And what we've done is we've rigged this one up with a dispenser to show you. But normally you would have, obviously this would all be encased. You'd be underground. The monsters will spawn exactly the same. But like I said, we've got a button for this one. We'll do that. Zombie pops out. Now monsters will always try to swim up. So you basically build a basic water elevator, and this, you can see, this zombie is slowly making his way up again. He'll come up here, and he's going to mess around there. But if you can imagine, this little platform I'm on is a room or whatever you're building. He'll slowly come along, take him out. Oh, hit him a bit far, but you get the point anyway. And then you can go in, grab your XP, and that is that. And that is, I mean, there are plenty of other different designs, you know. This is purely just some examples, but hopefully you find these useful, and we'll hopefully be doing some more videos like this. So be sure to subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Toodles!